Hi guys, it's Jack Rabbit Empress. Um, Today is Monday, April 20th, 2015. Boy, is this month going by fast. At least it is to me. We've been having some warm days here in Michigan in the 70s, but today is not one of them. It's cold and it's rainy out. So the rain is great, helped my grass, but I'm glad it's not snowing, so that's a good thing. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I thank you guys always for watching, whether it's 1 or 100. I'm always grateful for whoever. Thank you so much too, because a lot of people have been commenting lately, and that's been terrific. Today, by the way, if you do like it, comment, subscribe, thumbs up. I always love it and I always need it. By the way, I had this crazy question asked to me the other night to ask me, did I ever have any comedy videos? And I just said that's an interesting question, why I haven't gotten that back. So if you are the person who said that, write me back and let me know why you asked that. I don't really do comedy. I can be funny, for sure, mostly at the house. I don't do any stand-up or anything. But anyways, I thought I would do a reading on Ciara and Future. You know that Ciara is a singer, beautiful young lady. We met her, I think it was 1-2 Step with Missy Elliott, and she kind of just went on from there. And Future is a rapper, R&B artist. And the interesting thing I thought was that here she is, Ciara, with all the success and traveled and toured and albums and hits. And she gets with Future. And Future had already had 4 or 5 babies, or 4 or 5 baby mamas. I think 4 now. She's the 5th one. So I really could not wrap my brain around why they got together. And then suddenly here she is, 7 or 8 months along, and then they break up. So I really couldn't get it. So I decided I would do a reading just to see who they are. So I want to see what happened with their relationship. So first I want to start off with Ciara. Her birthday is October 25th, 1985, and that makes her an early Scorpio. I didn't try to do a full chart on her because I don't really do astrology. I do numerology. So what I could see of her in early days was it was always all about her. Now this is when she was young, up to 25, 26, something like that. But it was really all about her. Very extremely independent, want to do it her way. I bet she got into a lot of trouble growing up where her mom would say red and she would say blue, or somebody would say up and she would say down. Anything to be her own person, trying to create or problem solve or whatever on her own, which would have gotten her in hot water only because after she tried to do it herself, someone would have to come and rescue her. Nowadays, she's a number 7. An interesting birth number because it makes her a bit of a loner, lonely, a bit secretive and mysterious, going along with being a Scorpio, or yeah, Scorpio as well. Mysterious, secretive. I think that she can get along with most any person because number 7s are like that. They stay in their head. They figure things out. When you see her, you would see her as a number 8, as hard-working, go-getting person, handling her business, handling her money. She got a sharp tongue on her, though. She can really let you have it if need be. She is a perfectionist for sure. She would also be a really good mother. So it's a good thing that she has a mother. She's a mother. And that she has a son. She'll be a good mother for a son. For her this year, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 15, 6, 7. It's going to be a quiet year for her. She's going to want to push and make things happen, whether it's new music or touring and everything, and she may do those things, but it's not going to be the way that she wants it. Everything is going to be slowed down. She's going to have lots of roadblocks. So it's something she hasn't experienced before. The only way for her to really get over it and not get depressed or upset is to surrender. She's just going to have to surrender and slow down and use this year to plan for next year, because she's going to bust out of her box, or she's going to be bigger next year in 2016. This year, though, not so much. You'll see by the time her birthday comes in October, because that's her real year, that things are going to quiet down for her. You're not going to hear a lot of her, or not on Breakfast Club or whatever. It's going to be a lot of everything she plans. Something is mysteriously going to come up, and it could be the baby, or it could be transportation issues, or what have you, or things are planned are going to fall apart. This is not a good year for her to sign contracts or make major changes and moves, because it's all going to stall out. It's like the Lord puts in place for us, everybody hits it a time where you have to stop. And the best thing to do is put your energy on self, as far as reflecting back on choices you've made and people you've had around you. I wouldn't necessarily have to cut them out, but they may fade away anyways without you doing too much. It's a time to look at your pros and cons of, say, her shows or her talents, what has worked, what hasn't worked, so she doesn't repeat the same mistakes. It's time for her to really play mommy with her little son. So she'll have some things to do, but they won't be a lot. There'll just be a lot of alone time for her. Let's take a look at Future. Future is November 20th, 1983. He is a number 7 person, so they would have clicked numerically that way. Starting when he was young, he's an 11, so you can look at it as a double 1. Like, he really was about, I'm doing my own thing, I'm the boss of me, you can't tell me what to do. But putting that together, and he would have also had a lot of hard lessons. The number 11 isn't a master number, so you find that there's a lot of hard lessons in there. There might have been no father present in the home. There might have been financial struggles in the home. There might have been breakups and get-togethers with people, because if you add that 11, it's a 2. And that would have been somebody who wanted to have a lot of peace and harmony around him, who vibed well with other people, but he didn't like a lot of mess or drama. But he was a magnet for mess and drama nonetheless, so he could handle it, or he had to learn how to handle it. But he really preferred peace and harmony. In his birthday, it's the 20th, which that adds up to a number 2. 2 plus 0 is 2. He still loves relationships. He loves love. He likes peace and harmony. He loves women. He loves the softness of women, the touch of women. He loves the support of women. He likes to be surrounded by women. But he also is still that don't boss me, don't tell me what to do. On the outside, 1, 2, 3, 4, he looks like a number 4. So he is also a perfectionist, just the way Ciara is. A perfectionist in everything he does. He likes to dot his I's and cross his T's. He is not afraid to work hard, neither is she. He will work very hard for what he makes. He has put himself in a position that he has to share a portion of his income with his kids. Although nobody really likes to do that, he has a way of getting over it. You know, it's okay, it is what it is. He's that type of person. It is what it is. What attracted them to each other? He's really cuspy, like Scorpio, Sagittarius, and she's kind of cuspy, Libra and Scorpio. So they had a lot of passion for one another. They had a lot of ideas and a lot of conversations and a lot of dreams. But at the end of the day, he likes to go it alone. He likes to be in his mind. He likes to be secretive as well. He likes to be mysterious. He's always thinking on things. He is very smart, very much more wiser than you would think that he is. The lessons that he learned in life have really stuck with him, and he uses them. He's very studious as well. He could be into religion or the arts or even science, believe it or not. He really enjoys having his time alone and researching those things. The funny thing is he feels lonely a lot, and yet he has a hard time letting people in. So what happened with their relationship? Because they both were hardworking and practical, and especially her, very practical, very down to earth, very much a planner. She was very inflexible. Okay, she likes things to be a certain way, this way that she dreamt up or she planned or she's outlined in her mind how she wants it to be, and she's not that willing to make it be any other way. They both have big tempers, and there's a lot of explosion and a lot of harsh things that's said. And I know this from being a parent as well as having lived a life. It's oftentimes not what you do but what you say that sticks with people. You can get that butt whooping, but if your mom starts telling you how disappointed she is in you, or starts telling you how no good and down low and low down and everything else that you are, that sticks with you, and not for a little while, but that sticks with you for life. And you could even find yourself later on in life having to get some counseling and things to get past those harsh words. They both are soft and sentimental people, but then they, on the flip of a switch, they could turn on each other like dreaded enemies. He doesn't like his business in the street, so he's not going to do this Twitter war with her or anything else. But then she's the same. She's not going to do that either. She might speak on the relationship and keep it light, keep it, well, we just didn't get along and we weren't compatible. And he might be the same, but they never are going to tell you in detail what happened. But they'll constantly, for a long time, they'll wrestle with it in their heads. They did have a strong love for each other, but it was much more of passion, sexuality, than it was this deep down soulmate love. It was always a thing of who's going to be the boss and who's going to lead or whatever. And then with him being a 7 person, it would not be unusual if they were in the same town and him not even contacting her because he wanted that time alone. He craves for alone time. And even to the point that he can be extremely lonely. And in that case, he wouldn't deal with her to ease that loneliness so much. He would deal with the next chick, believe it or not. He would deal with the next thing because he liked women. And obviously, with her being the way that she is, serious, hardworking, very analytical, and all of that, very disciplined, that just was a no-go. That just was not going to jump off for her because she was used to people really sweating over her and everything. And now here she is going to have to chase somebody down? No. Not to mention the fact when he wanted her to be available, she couldn't be available. She had to put the energy into her own self, for her own music, or carrying her child, or taking care of that aspect that needed to be taken care of. And he was not that type of person to say, okay, I understand, let me jump in there, let me help you with the birthing classes and all of that. She wouldn't necessarily have asked him, perhaps she did, or insist on it. It was because she's more, I'll do it myself, forget it, okay? And he would be more, I'm not even bringing it up. I don't want the drama. In terms of relationships, she really likes to have relationships with people who are fun and free and fast and carefree and open and great senses of humor, great spirit of adventure. She likes that, for somebody to know who they are but not be trapped by the world's trappings or trapped by what the next person is going to say. Him, on the other hand, he likes relationships, but he wants somebody who is open, completely open. Anything goes. Just jump off the side of the mountain together. or what have you, they'd have to be open to not only his other baby mamas and his other babies, but the fact that if he is interested or getting with somebody, he can do that too, because he would feel like I don't love them, I'm just kicking it. And that person has to be completely open to that. Seemed like a interesting relationship. Seemed like there was passion there. I couldn't understand where the love was, the commitment was. And as it turned out, it wasn't really so much. I mean, they were engaged for a short time, but that was based on her being pregnant and her not wanting to look like this, that, or the third, because she does care about what she looks like to other people, more so than what he does. He's more of a Sag, and so he wouldn't be so concerned about what I'm looking like to the next person. It's about me and how I feel and what I look like. But unfortunately, they didn't make it. They're trying to maintain a friendship for the child or shared parenting. Good luck on that, because she would really, really have to draw some boundary lines and put the hammer down, or even bring the courts in to get him to be the type of dad that she would want him to be for their son. They're hands-on, always there, Jay-Z, Wiz Khalifa, Kanye type of dad. He's not that at all. She's not going to be able to make him into that. And I think that she will recognize that in the next couple of years, and she'll carry on with her and her son. But don't be worried about her. She is a man magnet, to tell you the truth. And she will get with someone else. He will get with a lot of someone else. But she will definitely get someone. And she's going to have that stability that she craves. So good luck to you guys. Love you both. And if you guys like, comment, thumbs up, or subscribe. Have a great rainy Monday over here.